Chosen one. This is not coincidence. This is divine appointment. You did not arrive here by curiosity or chance. Heaven orchestrated this exact moment so that your spirit could hear what your heart has been waiting for. The Lord has seen your labor, your faithfulness, and the nights when lack tried to silence your praise. But hear me clearly, your season of warfare is ending, and the decree of heaven has already been written. It is finished. You are standing at the edge of a supernatural transfer. The wealth that was once withheld is being redirected into your hands. The same God who multiplied the widow's oil and fed 5,000 with fragments is about to multiply what remains in your life. This is your Habakkuk, chapter 2, verse 3. Moment, though the vision tarried, it now speaks, and it will not delay. Anointed one, the atmosphere is shifting around you. What once resisted you is now releasing you. What once opposed you is now ordered to bless you. Heaven's treasury has been opened and divine favor is pouring forth. So open your heart, still your mind, and prepare, because this is the word that marks your turning point. Chosen one, listen closely. Heaven has issued a decree concerning your life, and it cannot be revoked. The warfare that tried to break you has expired, and the cycle that kept you circling in confusion has been dismantled. You've been through enough nights of uncertainty, enough years of hidden struggle. This is the moment when heaven moves the pieces in your favor. What was once opposition is now orchestration. The very thing that pressed against you is becoming the wind that carries you forward. You've felt the shift, haven't you? That quiet stirring inside that says something is changing. It's not just emotion, it's alignment, the sound of divine timing clicking into place. The old weight doesn't fit anymore. The conversations that once drained you no longer hold power. The doors that refuse to open are beginning to respond to your knock. This is because your spirit has crossed into a new frequency, the realm of divine completion. Heaven is announcing the battle is finished. Anointed one, the angels that once warred on your behalf are now rearranging your path for reward. The ground beneath you, once scarred by delay and disappointment, is being restored as holy territory. You didn't survive just to survive. You were trained in the shadows for this unveiling. You've been refined, not reduced. Every tear, every prayer, every sleepless night was a currency, and heaven has been keeping record. You're about to see the return on your obedience. Let me speak this plainly. There is a transfer happening. Not just of money, though provision is part of it. This is a transfer of authority, wisdom, and divine visibility. God is moving you from anonymity to impact. What used to be hidden will soon be highlighted, not for fame, but for purpose. You will carry a grace that draws what you need at the exact moment you need it. Doors that were bolted shut are unlocking because you finally carry the right key, the key of endurance. I've seen this happen before. There were seasons in my own journey where I thought God was silent. I remember staring at the same unopened door for years, feeling like maybe I had missed my moment. But I didn't realize that heaven was building my foundation in private before presenting me in public. The Lord never wastes pain. Every battle becomes a teacher. Every delay, a detox from what's not meant to follow you forward. When the breakthrough came, it wasn't forced, it flowed. That's what's about to happen for you. Chosen one. The pressure wasn't proof of rejection, it was proof of preparation. God doesn't release finished things until they've been formed in the fire. You've been asking why so long, but now heaven answers, because what I'm building in you must last generations. You weren't waiting in vain, you were being seasoned for stewardship. I want you to imagine this a field long barren after years of drought. The ground looks lifeless, but underneath the soil, something has been shifting. Roots have been deepening unseen, preparing for a sudden bloom. That's you. The seed of your faith has survived the storm, and now the rain is here. You've reached the intersection where faith meets fulfillment, where prayer meets performance. The word finished doesn't mean you're done. It means God's process in this chapter is complete. The assignment of pain has ended. Now begins the unveiling of purpose. The same hands that held you in the valley are now lifting you to the mountain. What's ahead will not look like what was behind. So breathe, chosen one. Breathe like someone who has crossed the line. The air is different here because the atmosphere has changed. You are standing on fulfilled prophecy. What you've endured wasn't wasted. It was proof you were qualified to carry the promise. In this next part, we will go deeper into what heaven is really transferring into your life right now, and the unmistakable signs that will confirm it. Because what's coming is not imagined, it's already in motion. Chosen one, lean in, because this next part is not theory, it's confirmation. You are in the midst of a supernatural transfer. Heaven is reassigning resources, favor, and authority to align with the weight of your calling. The same way Joseph was moved from prison to palace overnight, you are being moved from obscurity to overflow. It's not luck. It's not coincidence, it's divine law in motion, the manifestation of every seed you've sown in faith. For a long time it felt like your giving, your obedience, your quiet sacrifices went unnoticed. You've watched others rise while you waited in silence, but God was measuring your heart, not your haste. He was testing whether you could be trusted with abundance, because abundance without wisdom becomes destruction, and blessing without stewardship becomes burden. That's why he let the delay stretch you, not to break you, but to build capacity in you. Now heaven has seen enough. The report is complete. The verdict is written. You are ready. The angels assigned to your destiny have been given new orders not to fight, but to deliver. Doors that were once guarded are now open for your entry. The financial flow that was dammed up by opposition is beginning to pour through unexpected channels. Provision will appear in ways that defy logic. A forgotten opportunity resurfacing, a debt suddenly cleared, an idea finally rewarded. But understand this, anointed one, what's coming is more than money. This is about divine positioning. God is raising you as a distributor of kingdom wealth and influence. The blessing is not to inflate your ego, but to extend his purpose through you. He's calling you to build, to plant, to heal, to restore. You will become the answer to prayers once whispered in desperation by others. This is why your process was so painful. You weren't being punished. You were being prepared to carry others. I know what that looks like because I've lived it. There was a season where everything I touched seemed to crumble. I lost friendships, opportunities, even my own confidence. I prayed for breakthrough, but all I heard was silence. Only later did I realize that silence is not absence, it's strategy. God was breaking my dependence on applause so I could recognize his voice in the quiet. And when the shift came, it was sudden. The same ground that once resisted me became the soil for my increase. That's the kind of turnaround you're about to experience. Chosen. 1. Listen. This transfer is not just coming to you, it's coming through you. You are the vessel. You are the pipeline through which heaven will release blessing. That's why hell tried so hard to stop you, because your obedience threatens darkness. Every attack was a sign of your importance. Every disappointment was training you to handle the weight of influence that's about to rest on your shoulders. And now, as the wind of change begins to blow, don't shrink back in disbelief. You've prayed for this. You've prepared for this. When the blessing arrives, don't second-guess your worthiness. You are not stealing someone else's portion, you are stepping into your own. God has not forgotten you. He has reserved you. Remember, this divine wealth is not always delivered in coins or contracts. Sometimes it comes as clarity, favor, and divine ideas. You might wake up one morning with a strategy that changes your entire household. You might meet one person who becomes the bridge to your destiny. These are the supernatural signs of alignment. The same spirit that hovered over the waters in Genesis is hovering over your life right now, forming something new from what looked empty. So stay alert. Keep your heart open. The transfer won't come in chaos, it will come in peace. When the door opens, you won't need to force it. The peace of God will confirm it. That's how you'll know it's real. Chosen one. The heavens are not preparing, they have already moved. What's been declared above is about to appear below. In the next part, I'll show you how to recognize the signs that your transfer has begun, the undeniable markers that prove heaven's decree is manifesting in your life even now. Chosen one, before your eyes begin to see it, your spirit will already know the transfer has begun. Heaven never moves without first whispering to the hearts of those who are ready. That's why lately you've felt a strange calm in places where anxiety used to live. It's not that everything around you has changed, it's that you have changed. Peace is often the first announcement that heaven has shifted your story. It's the quiet confirmation that says, the battle is finished. Now watch me move. The first sign is internal. Where there was once confusion, now there is clarity. You wake up feeling lighter, more focused, more certain. That is the Holy Spirit adjusting your frequency to the rhythm of divine timing. You begin to lose interest in what once distracted you. You feel drawn to silence, to prayer, to rest, not because you're tired, but because heaven is downloading fresh instructions. This is how the new chapter begins, not in noise, but in stillness. The second sign comes through separation. God starts to rearrange your circle. Some people will quietly step away. Others will show their true colors. Don't chase, don't cling, don't resist. He's not removing them to punish you. He's pruning you for precision. The weight you carry now cannot be supported by shallow roots. Only those assigned to your next level can stand the atmosphere you are about to enter. When people leave, it's often God making room for those who will stay. The third sign is divine alignment. New doors begin to open, often in the most ordinary ways. You might get a call you weren't expecting, an idea. You can't shake a message that feels perfectly timed. Don't dismiss these moments, they are heaven's fingerprints. I've seen it happen, one meeting, one word, one divine connection, and everything shifts. That's not luck, it's fulfillment. The unseen hand of God is connecting your destiny dots. The fourth sign is favor that feels unnatural. Things begin to flow where they once fought against you. Opportunities find you instead of you chasing them. People you've never met start to mention your name in rooms you've never entered. This is how God moves when He's ready to showcase His glory through your life. Remember the story of Esther. One night of favor redefined an entire nation. In the same way, one moment of divine recognition will rewrite your future. And the final sign is restoration, not just of things, but of you. The joy that was drained by warfare begins to return. You laugh again. You dream again. You start to believe not just that God can bless you, but that He will. You see beauty rising from the ashes, and you realize that nothing was wasted. Every trial became treasure. Every scar became oil. That's the mystery of grace. It doesn't just replace what was lost. It multiplies it. Anointed one. These are not far-off prophecies. They are happening now. Heaven is confirming that the word spoken over you is already active. So don't measure progress by what you see, measure it by what you sense. If your peace has returned, if your strength is awakening, if your heart feels alive again, then you are standing in the proof of divine fulfillment. And now, as we move deeper, I will show you what comes after the transfer, how to walk in it, sustain it, and multiply it without losing your peace or your humility. Because this next season is not just about what you receive, it's about who you become while carrying it. Chosen one, hear this clearly: when heaven releases the transfer, your assignment shifts from waiting to walking. This next phase is not passive, it is active alignment with divine instruction. You've prayed for the blessing, now you must learn how to carry it. Many receive breakthrough, but lose it because they return to old patterns. You must not. The same discipline that sustained you in the valley will preserve you on the mountain. The Lord is saying, walk wisely. This is a new terrain, and favor has its own gravity. If you don't learn balance, blessing can feel heavy. Guard your peace the way you guarded your faith in the storm. Not every invitation deserves your yes. Not every opportunity is from God. In this season, discernment will be your greatest shield. When you sense hesitation in your spirit, pause. Heaven never rushes. The peace of God is your compass. If peace fades, step back. Chosen one, be careful not to romanticize the reward. What God gives is holy. Treat it as stewardship, not possession. Whether it's money, influence, or relationships, remember they are seeds, not trophies. You're being trusted with tools that will multiply kingdom purpose. The harvest is not for vanity, it's for impact. You are not just blessed to live well, you are blessed to build well. Let me tell you from experience, I once prayed for God to expand my territory, and when He did it, terrified me. I expected comfort. Instead, I received responsibility. Suddenly, every choice mattered more. My words carried weight. My integrity was tested in ways I hadn't seen before. And that's when I realized promotion is not a reward. It's a revelation. It reveals what's really inside you. That's why God waited so long to release this over your life. He was shaping your inner structure to match your outward elevation. Anointed one, humility will be your crown. Don't forget the nights you cried. Don't forget the prayers whispered in silence. Stay close to the one who brought you here. The throne without the presence becomes a trap. Keep worship at the center. Praise is not just gratitude, it's maintenance. It keeps your heart anchored when success begins to speak louder than struggle. And remember, this blessings move at the speed of obedience. The faster you follow God's nudges, the smoother the flow remains. When He tells you to sow, sow. When He tells you to release, release. When He tells you to rest, rest. Obedience is not control, it's alignment. And every act of alignment increases your authority in the Spirit. You are stepping into divine visibility. People will notice the shift. Some will celebrate, others will question. Don't defend yourself. Your fruit will speak. Let your results glorify God without explanation. This is not the time to prove yourself. It's the time to position yourself. Your elevation is the evidence of prophecy fulfilled. Chosen one, understand this: God didn't bless you to end your journey. He blessed you to expand it. What you are receiving is not the finish line. It's the foundation for legacy. The wealth, wisdom, and influence that are coming will ripple through generations after you. You are the bridge between what was barren and what will bloom. So walk forward with reverence, not fear. The same God who sustained you in warfare will sustain you in wonder. You're not stepping into uncertainty, You're stepping into orchestration. The story has already been written, now you're just walking it out. In the next part, we will go deeper into this truth, how to protect your blessing, anchor your identity, and remain grounded in divine purpose even as heaven continues to elevate you. Chosen one, now that the doors are open and the blessing has begun to flow, heaven calls you to something greater, stewardship with stability. The greatest test after breakthrough is not endurance, but consistency. Anyone can praise in famine. Few know how to stay humble in plenty. The battle was your classroom, but abundance will be your examination. You must learn to manage miracles. Every resource, every open door, every divine connection, they all carry purpose. Do not waste what you prayed for. Don't let comfort dilute conviction. Keep the same hunger that sustained you in the valley, for that hunger will be the oil that keeps your fire burning. The enemy couldn't defeat you through lack, so now he will try through distraction. Guard your focus. The blessing that comes from God will never pull you away from God. Anointed one, remember how long you waited. How many times you almost gave up. Those memories are sacred, they anchor gratitude. Gratitude turns success into worship. Without it, blessing becomes pride, and pride becomes blindness. I've seen many who reach their promised land only to forget the hand that parted their Red Sea. Don't make that mistake. When you reach your next level, let your worship rise higher than your visibility. This season is not just about elevation, it's about expansion. God is enlarging your reach, not to boast, but to build. What you carry is meant to heal households, break generational curses, and unlock dormant destinies. You are a carrier of divine patterns, a walking blueprint of redemption. Everything that once broke you has now become your teaching tool. Others will come to you for guidance because you've lived what they're only reading about. Chosen. One, this is your Deuteronomy chapter 8 moment when God says, "Remember the Lord your God, for it is He who gives you power to create wealth." That means wisdom will flow with your wealth. Creativity will rise with your calling. You'll begin to see how every skill, every lesson, every heartbreak fits perfectly into your assignment. Nothing was wasted. Every fragment has purpose. Be intentional with your influence. Speak life so generously and lead with integrity. The way you handle this transfer will determine how long it remains. If you honor it, it will multiply. If you misuse it, it will fade. Heaven promotes those who remember where they came from. And as you move forward, keep your spirit uncluttered. Simplicity is strength in this season. You don't need to prove your blessing, live it. Let your peace preach louder than your possessions. Let your consistency testify louder than your words. Chosen one. This is your hour to walk as proof that prophecy works. You are not merely entering favor, you are becoming favor embodied. The world will look at your life and say, surely the hand of God is upon them. In the next part, we'll go even deeper into the divine protection surrounding your new chapter and how to recognize when God is positioning you for the next supernatural move. Chosen one. As you step deeper into this season of fulfillment, know this: heaven does not release blessing without also surrounding it with protection. The moment divine favor begins to rise upon your life, the spiritual atmosphere around you changes. You are no longer walking as one who is waiting. You are walking as one who is watched over. The same angels that warred for your survival now guard your stability. They go before you to prepare rooms, soften hearts, and silence opposition. You might not see them, but you will feel their presence, that sudden calm before an important meeting, that unexplainable peace in moments of uncertainty, that inner voice saying, "You're safe, move forward." That's divine protection in action. Anointed One. The enemy will still try to whisper that's his nature, but whispers cannot wound a warrior who knows they are shielded. When God says it is finished, it includes every weapon that was once formed against you. The arrows of anxiety, fear, and confusion will no longer hit their mark. You have crossed into the realm where peace is not occasional, it is your inheritance. Let me share this truth from experience. I've walked through moments where favor attracted both admiration and opposition. The more visible the blessing became, the more invisible the attacks felt. Yet every time I chose to respond in peace instead of panic, I discovered something powerful. God doesn't just deliver you once, He defends you daily. His protection is not a shield you carry, it's a presence that carries you. Chosen one, you are not walking uncovered. When you rise in the morning, His hand is already upon your path. When you rest at night, His angels encamp around your dwelling. You are wrapped in the unseen fabric of grace. Even the storms that try to approach your life will find themselves redirected before they reach your door. This is the promise of divine insurance, not that storms won't come, but that they will not consume you. Now, understand this, God's protection often manifests as divine restriction. Sometimes He will close a door not to punish you, but to preserve you. He will block connections that seem promising, but carry hidden danger. When you see sudden redirection, don't be frustrated, be thankful. Heaven often protects through prevention. What didn't happen was mercy in disguise. You may notice that certain environments no longer feel right, certain conversations no longer flow. That's your spirit recognizing new boundaries. You've outgrown the atmosphere that once surrounded your struggle. You are being repositioned into peace. Where once you fought to be accepted, now you are called to be set apart. Anointed One. Your discernment is sharpening because your destiny is unfolding. The Spirit of God is tuning your ears to His frequency. You will begin to notice details that others overlook, subtle warnings, divine timings, unseen alignments. These are the ways heaven teaches maturity. You are no longer reacting to life, you are responding to revelation. So do not fear the unknown. The same God who covered you in the wilderness is covering you in your harvest. The same cloud that led Israel by day and fire that guided by night still rests over you. You are marked by divine favor, shielded by divine strategy, and propelled by divine purpose. Chi-on. Now this is your assurance you are not vulnerable. You are visible to heaven. Every step you take is supervised by grace. Every breath you breathe is counted as purpose. Nothing formed against you will prosper, not because of your strength, but because you are surrounded. In the next part, we will go further into the revelation of transformation, how this divine covering will not only protect you, but position you to become a vessel of glory and a carrier of supernatural influence in the lives of others. Chosen One. Now that you are walking under divine covering, it's time to understand the deeper purpose behind it, transformation. Heaven did not bring you this far just to protect you. It brought you here to reveal you. The same God who hid you in obscurity is now unveiling you as a living testimony of His glory. You've been refined through fire, pressed through resistance, and now you shine with the radiance of someone who has walked through hell, but came out carrying heaven. This is your metamorphosis. You are no longer who you were in the wilderness. The struggle forged something unshakable in you: resilience, discernment, compassion, and authority. You speak differently now. You move with quiet confidence because you've learned that power doesn't always roar. Sometimes it simply remains. The version of you that once begged for breakthrough has become the version that is the breakthrough. Anointed. One transformation is not just spiritual, it's visible. Those around you will begin to notice the change. Where you once carried exhaustion, now you carry peace. Where you once moved with fear, now you move with grace. It's not pride, it's presence. The glory of God leaves residue, and that residue is resting on you. I remember when God first shifted me like this. It was subtle, not a moment of thunder, but a morning of stillness. I looked around and realized the things that used to shake me no longer did. The words that once wounded had no sting. The opinions that once mattered had no weight. I had been changed, not by effort, but by encounter. That's what's happening to you now. You're not just recovering from a battle, you're evolving into your divine identity. Chosen one. What once broke you has become your platform. Your pain has turned into power. Your tears have watered the soil of your testimony. You're stepping into a season where you no longer speak about survival, you speak from victory. The anointing you now carry can't be taught. It had to be lived. It came through nights of silence and days of faith with no evidence. But now that oil will begin to pour healing, others restoring hope and igniting faith in those who've grown weary. And this is where the supernatural transfer expands. It's no longer just about wealth or resources. It's about influence. Heaven is increasing your reach. People will be drawn to your peace, not your perfection. Your very presence will shift atmospheres. You won't have to strive for recognition. Divine spotlight finds those who carry pure intention. The glory that rests on you will attract opportunities you didn't apply for, favor you didn't chase, and people you didn't seek. But remember, remain grounded. Transformation is both gift and responsibility. Every day remind yourself, I am who I am by the grace of God. Stay humble enough to learn, bold enough to lead, and pure enough to carry His glory. Anointed. One, you are not at the end, you are at the unveiling. What was hidden is now being displayed. The same hands that shaped you in silence are now setting you on a hill where your light cannot be hidden. You've become proof that divine timing is not denial, it's design. And in the next part, we'll step into the prophetic climax of this word, how to live in this new era of fulfillment with faith, gratitude, and unstoppable momentum. Because heaven's decree still echoes, it is finished. But for you, chosen one, it's only just beginning. Chosen one. This is the moment heaven has been preparing you for. Your battle is over, but your story is not ending, it's beginning again. The wilderness was never meant to destroy you, it was meant to define you. The long nights, the tears, the delays, all of it was the refining fire that made you ready for this divine unveiling. Now the atmosphere has shifted. What once resisted you is releasing you. Doors that refuse to open are responding to your knock. The same ground that held your pain will now reveal your promise. This is not imagination, it is divine manifestation. Heaven has spoken, and the decree cannot be reversed. It is finished. Anointed one. Everything is changing at once because you are walking in divine acceleration. What took others years will take you months. What once felt out of reach is suddenly within grasp. You will move with ease because you no longer walk in striving, but in alignment. The waiting season was your training. Now comes your revealing. But as you rise, remember this truth: fulfillment is not given to feed pride, but to expand purpose. You are not entering abundance just to enjoy it. You are being entrusted with it, to steward it. What God is releasing into your hands is not just for comfort, it's for legacy. You are carrying oil for nations, wisdom for families, and influence that will echo through generations. I've seen this shift myself. There comes a moment when you stop chasing blessings and blessings begin to find you. When you stop proving your worth and simply walk in who you are chosen, that's where you are now. The transfer happens not through effort, but through surrender. The power is in your stillness, the breakthrough in your obedience. Chosen one, don't fear the spotlight that comes with favor. Heaven placed you there not to perform, but to reflect. Let humility be your crown and gratitude your garment. Shine, but never forget the hands that carried you here. Every victory is an altar. Every blessing is a reminder God keeps His promises. So lift your head, straighten your shoulders. You are no longer the wounded warrior, you are the crowned conqueror. Angels are surrounding you not for battle, but for witness. You are living proof that divine timing is never denial, that what God starts, He finishes completely. Declare this now: I am chosen, I am covered, I am stepping into my fullness. What was lost is restored. What was delayed is accelerated. What God began in me, He will complete. Chosen. The decree stands eternal. Your battle is finished, your blessing has begun. Walk boldly, carry peace, and move in power. The Lord Himself has done this, and it is marvelous in our eyes. My chosen one. As this word comes to a close, know that heaven is not ending something, it is sealing something. You have reached the divine threshold of completion, and what once felt delayed has now been decreed done. The atmosphere around you is no longer waiting for permission to move. It is already responding to the sound of God's final word: it is finished. Anointed one, this is your Kairos moment. The supernatural transfer is not coming, it has begun. Heaven's order has shifted in your favor. What was withheld is being released. What was hidden is being revealed. You are standing in the center of divine alignment, where preparation meets fulfillment and prophecy meets performance. May the Lord crown you with wisdom to carry this blessing with grace. May your hands be strengthened to build what He has shown you. May peace saturate your nights and clarity guide your mornings. May every seed you have sown in faith return to you, multiplied in joy, favor, and fulfillment. Chosen one, walk with reverence, walk with gratitude, and walk in authority. You are not waiting for change. You are the change heaven has appointed for this generation. Stay aligned, stay faithful. Keep your worship pure, your vision clear, and your heart expectant, for the promise is already unfolding before your eyes. If this word spoke to your spirit, declare in the comments, "It is finished." Share this word, subscribe, and stay connected. Your next victory is already in motion.